Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses for the final episode of our Thrawn's Revenge 3.3 preview playthrough as the Galactic Empire. We got warned of an attack on Ubrikia, so we are going to move our fleet up there. But, most importantly, we have to focus on Mon Calamari and on Mintuine, which we're going to start off with the invasion of Mintuine before moving the Ton Falk fleet in to Mon Calamari. Well, we're going to defend as well before we get to that. But it'll still be another attack, probably, that gets sent in before. Let's get artillery here, and let's get some Swifties. Or not Swifties. Firehawks. I always think of them as the Swift. We'll also get some Swifties. Now I feel bad.
Roger. Keep going.
Armed and ready.
Alright, I'm gonna go up the right side with the Juggernaut, because it looks like that's where
Reporting in.
their units are getting faster. And the actual Swifts are going left.
Going.
Okay, what are you getting caught on? You got nothing you gotta go between. You're fine. Alright, let's get whatever we can capture. One of you go for the other capturable and get in there. Alright. Doesn't look like we need them over there. I guess I'm gonna have to send one of these just like straight through, because everyone died. At least we should be getting this. Alright, take cover. The artillery will help. I think, yeah, the artillery's helping. And let's get the other artillery here. This one is still bugged in that it doesn't play nice with the firing distance. We've played with all the values, so it's not necessarily clear what the issue is, unless it was actually fixed today. Because I know the issue got closed. I don't know if it was closed because it was actually resolved or not. But even with the same values for attack distance and everything, the missiles were expiring before they reached their target distance. Even though it's the same projectiles that other similarly ranged artillery use. So, EaW being fun. Joris, up that side. We got enough vehicles down here. You don't need Joris for it. You guys, can you get up onto the level ground? All right. Now we've got the base in sight.
Order, sir.
We might actually get the bombing run in time to use against the second structure. I don't get is where's the main one? Did they never build it? Did they start without it and just never build it? Did they lose it? Very weird.
Initiate bomb heading out. Artillery online.
Right, well, this IDT really contributed. There it is. Now it's just the other M shipyard up here. Really consistent alphabetically, which is always nice. Alright, I'm gonna build the government office. Can't stop me. Let's see where the Ubrikia attack goes. It might not even happen, depending. I'm not sure which direction it would have been coming from.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, there it is. So it must have been coming from Bothawi. Right, 500 pop. We have a home 1 type, we have 18 of the Liberty types. Because, you know, they never build enough of those.
We've come across enemy units.
I'm not sure what makes them want the Liberty types as much as they do, but you know what they want.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you come back here.
Reporting in.
You guys come back here.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Ready for duty.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Cruiser ready.
Reinforcements en route.
We should all be moving by now, so we can drop in an HV gunshot. They have a Both and assault cruiser as well. Nope. Are they going to dodge from that? I think they might. No, it didn't get out of the way enough. Alright.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to do the slow damaging of them. I don't think. I think what I'm going to do is just kill them as they happen.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Your orders, sir. On your orders. Roger that.
As Imperium per Potentium
What are your orders?
kills everyone that comes in.
Garrett Commander here. Super Star Destroyer ready.
Gives them one last chance.
Awaiting orders.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Copy. Copy.
Super Star Destroyer ready. At once.
Reinforcements en route.
It's 500 pop cap. I'm not sure what they have other than the
At your command, my lord.
18 or whatever liberties.
En route.
It's in reserve. That's 22 pop. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here right now.
En route.
The 13. That'd be like 260.
Reinforcements.
I think it'd actually be mostly liberties on that. In reserve.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Reporting.
Reinforcements en route.
Cruiser
Okay,
ready.
everyone
Heavy cruiser
get
standing
in
by.
there. It's actually quite a bit of
Captain here.
in reserve there.
Reinforcements en route.
Awaiting instructions.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Reporting. Moving to sector.
Station ready.
What are your orders?
Dire squadron stand.
Well, be able to take you out pretty quickly. What I'm worried about is that as stuff does pile up with the fighters, if we can't take them out fast enough, then we're gonna really struggle. So I might, you know, that still has a hangar anyways, so there's no reason not to destroy it. If it had killed the hangar, then I would have left it. But as long as you have a fighter bay, you're going to contribute to that problem. What are you doing? Get out of there.
All sections at your
Garrett
command, my
Commander
lord.
here.
No fighter bays allowed.
Super Star Destroyer
But we also don't have an interdictor. So if they decide they don't want to be here,
Yes.
there's not much we can do to stop them.
Command.
Alright, let's see if we can get to that bomber
Moving.
cluster.
Ready.
I actually think
Reporting.
means we should
Destination confirmed.
move away some of these ships though too.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Hopefully they go for the Executor, for Imperium, because the shield should hold much better than if they start going for these VSDs, which I do want the longer term damage from.
What are your orders?
I copy.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Because that's going to be pretty important for us getting through as many ships as they have. Otherwise, if they start taking out those additional ships, then I'm a bit more worried about our ability to last through it. Like, if they kill Imperium, we do still have the
All sections at your command.
Valadusia, so I don't think they can break all the way through. They were expecting to just be up against that station.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
But I'd still rather not lose the Executor right at the end.
Engaging the enemy.
That would just be kind of embarrassing, mostly. That's the problem.
All sections at your
Alright,
command.
I'm gonna move the Imperium up a little bit more. Because I think having the asteroid field there is actually pretty helpful. Because they put themselves in a position where they didn't really put themselves there, they had no choice but to go through those areas. Like, that'll keep us protected on a flank. Is that doing the asteroid damage? I think it is, yeah. That one might just die on its own going through there. We have enough IPVs,
Concentrating fire. Weapons ready.
so
Attacking
All
target.
sections at your command, my lord.
we should be able to keep those fighters under control. We've got a good chunk of them down there. Okay, let's get this side in. You guys can all get into that area.
Carrot Commander here.
These dreadnoughts come in. All you fighters come through. Only one bomber squadron. We don't have a ton of bombers, but
Reporting.
they'll still contribute.
Star Destroyer
We're
ready.
halfway through the shields already. That's not great.
Fire at will.
Is the Empire playthrough is going to end? How likely is the next playthrough is going to be a Revan's Revenge Republic playthrough? Not the next one, but it's very close.
Engaging the enemy.
Enemies in range.
You should start seeing
Fire at will.
Revan's Revenge preview playthroughs early in the new year.
Engaging the enemy.
Target locked.
Not this month.
Fire at will.
We'll have the CIS one going on, an Ariadu one that starts with the new map, and
Yes, Commander.
maybe one other one if the CIS one's really quick. But after that, hopefully be into Revan's Revenge.
Reporting in.
We've got most of the content ready, like we're very nearly there. It'll be a so the way the Revan's Revenge stuff is probably going to go is Old Republic Mandalorian Wars playthrough, then a Mandalorian War playthrough.
Excellent shot. Let's finish him.
All batteries commence firing.
I'm on this one.
Fire at will.
Oh, the asteroids nearly got it,
Out of formation.
but not quite.
Ready for duty. Bomber standing by.
The bombers over here.
Bomber squadron reporting.
We only need one or two on that.
Ready for orders.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
We really haven't gone through that many of the Liberties yet.
Roger that. Getting a lock. All fire on those ion cannons. Draw their fire.
Captain here.
But this side is pretty safe, and
Carrot Commander
it
here.
used to be a bunch of bombers, which are now gone. So we can pretty safely get up there too. Alright, let's get all them up. Let's get more of these bombers going this direction.
All sections at your command, my lord.
We might even end up killing
Engaging the enemy.
that one accidentally with the Executor.
Warm up. IPV reporting.
Like, basically, I want to be doing a Mandalorian Wars playthrough as the Mandalorians when the Mandalorian starts. That is
Super Star Destroyer.
that is my goal.
Stay in formation.
And if the Old Republic one goes first, that would be best, so that we can get a bit more testing done.
All batteries commence firing.
So I'd rather have that happen before. If it has to happen the other direction, then so be it. But
All sections.
I would like to do it that way.
Fire at will.
There's currently no reason to believe that won't be able to be the case.
Engaging the enemy. All batteries commence firing.
Well, with the Mandalorian Season 3,
Super Star Destroyer ready.
I think it's starting in March. I forget when the... I'm getting the release date of that confused with the Jedi Survivor release date. But...
Fire at will.
Hey, we got another one. Because that's like March 15th, 16th. I think it's March 7th or something for Mando Season 3. So I'd ideally want to start it very end of February or very beginning of March. We want to have... You want to have the episode up for when people are searching for Mandalorian on YouTube, and then I just slide in there and take the attention. Best career move. Is it March 1st? Okay. Look, I gotta do what I gotta do to succeed now. Gotta grow the channel more.
Construction
Instrument
complete.
complete.
So I guess Naboo or Sviverin? One of these planets has a shipyard. I'd like to kill the Bellator as well, aside from taking Mon Calamari. And we just have to have a Din Djarin
Heading in this direction.
mini-mod hero. Alright, Darius, that freighter, here's Argyle. The name of this one was Allegiance. This one is Admiral Rocky Road. The other one, Admiral Rocky Road. BSD2. What were the two in the south then? I forget which one was which.
Choose your reinforcements.
Heading to destination.
That Imperial one, and now I dread it.
Commander. Take out the iron cannons. Awaiting orders. Awaiting your orders.
Copy. Firing.
Awaiting your command.
Ready.
Wow, Ilor just got really bullied on that.
Your command.
Your orders.
Okay, you know what? Finish bullying Ilor. No active traits, but soon no active ship.
Reporting in.
I copy.
Launching attack. Roger that.
Priority target identified.
All I need to do, I need to make sure
Cruiser standing by.
the Mandalorian playthrough has a much better thumbnail and title.
Captain here.
I was experimenting going back to EaW screenshot for the CIS one. Much harder because then I have to take a screenshot for each one. But
I have them now. Yes, sir.
sometimes the screenshots are not good, like the second episode.
Our primary target is those iron cannons.
And I can't put my face going like, ah, in the thumbnail. That'd get more views. But
Form up.
They will be destroyed.
Destroyer here.
you gotta take what you can get. It would have been even better if the original release date for the KOTOR remake had stuck,
Take out the iron
where that was supposed to be this year.
Dreadnought
And if that had lined up with Revenant's Revenge, that would have been really good for the mod and for me.
Target critical.
firing turbo releases.
But that's not the world we live in. Instead, we live in a world where the KOTOR remake will probably happen in about 8 years.
Returning to your position.
I got him. Can't take another hit like that.
Weapons ready, sir.
I'm getting torn apart. Awaiting instruction.
I copy.
Okay, we haven't killed any of the garrisons.
Ready, go.
Start moving you up. So hopefully we'll be able to clear up some of these fighters quickly. We do have enough pop to bring in a YZ-775.
Locking on. Coming around.
It's about to be destroyed.
I got fighters on me. Time to go.
Acquiring target.
Shoot him down.
The remake isn't currently on hold. It was development moved to Saber. Like, there was the week or two where the current news was it's being put on hold, but that seemed to have been pretty immediately overridden by the fact that Saber was working on it. So I don't think the on hold thing was ever really stuck.
He's headed your direction.
Like, Aspire's back doing other stuff. I don't know if Aspire's even involved anymore. Where it used to be the KOTOR remake was being developed entirely by Aspire, then Saber was brought on to help, and now it seems to have been entirely moved over to Saber. And I don't know if anyone, like, if there's any element of Aspire that is still involved in that. They lost a few of their key positions as well. And people got fired for it.
The lasers are our target.
Tightening up.
But we'll have to see.
Targeting their weapon systems.
We're at least gonna get some
Fire for effect.
Jedi Survivor news on Thursday, and we got some today, but there's going to be more Jedi Survivor stuff at the Game Awards, which hopefully will include some actual gameplay. But maybe we'll even see another Star Wars game at that hopefully is in the clips. Yeah, like, I get asked fairly regularly, like, oh, have you ever been offered a job in the game industry, or would you take a job in the game industry, or do you want to turn this into a job in the game industry? And it's like, I've not been offered that. I don't really have any interest in that, because it seems like it's even less job security than YouTube, and even less pay. I don't want to... I'm not about that. Especially if I have to... I'd probably have to move. There's not really that much in Ottawa, and I do want to stay in Ottawa. I don't think many of them would have fully remote positions available. So, like, even if I had the applicable skill set for it, my intended career trajectory isn't going from this to trying to get a job at a game development company.
Taking him out.
That just seems like asking for pain. I may be bad at YouTube, but at least it's working for me. So unless I was making my own game, that is like... Making your own indie game, that is such a risk too. There's so many of them that get nowhere. Some get like a trillion players. Like the second... Even if we as a team decided, like, oh yeah, we all want to make a game, financial side of paying a team of like 50 people aside, like, oh well, why are you doing this instead of making your Star Wars mods for free that everyone wants? Like, obviously we can't just make a Star Wars game. That wouldn't be legal. And then it just makes everyone upset. Then we all just fade into obscurity and go back to our old lives. Not a great decision.
Enemies in range. Your orders.
Returning to your position.
There have been a couple EaW mod teams that have tried to go from that to making their own game, and both times that I'm aware of have not worked out for them.
Defender squadron reporting. Getting a lock.
Shield's almost gone.
Intercepting. Firing. Falling out of formation.
Not that I'm going to go into too much detail on that. I've been meaning to play the results of one of them, which was basically there was the Steiner modding group. They got the rights to the engine, so they were able to release an indie game, which kind of played just like a little bit of a stripped down EaW mod that was set in a different continuity, like a different universe, their own original universe. But unfortunately, that one didn't last very long. They only got like a tech preview out, I think. So it was very much just like EaW, but only space battles, and with like none of the mechanics were really changed. There wasn't that much done with it, but it's pretty interesting that they got the rights to the engine for that. That could have gone in a potentially interesting direction. With like,
Heavy cruiser standing by.
would EaW mods have transferred over to that? Who knows? Would that have turned into a legal problem? I don't know either. Like, they had the rights to the engine, so it wouldn't have been a legal problem for them, but would the rights holders to Star Wars, which wasn't Disney at the time, it was just Lucasfilm. But would Lucasfilm under any leadership have been more interested in telling mods to screw off if people were buying basically just Empire at War but called something else from a different company and releasing Star Wars mods on it? Like, would we have ended up in a Warhammer situation where Games Workshop just sees any any Warhammer mod? No, you're not doing that, and that's why there's no
Attacking
Warhammer or 40k mods for other strategy games, despite how many have started over the years.
Awaiting your command.
Choose your reinforcements.
Your command, sir.
That is a lot of enemy fighter that we're not going to be able to kill, because our fighters and interceptors are all tied up right now. Especially if they're just sitting back here. That's not helping.
Reporting in.
I got it.
Fire.
Copy.
Made it to the last shipyard where nothing is standing between us and it.
I copy.
And Adarios even managed to survive with his cautious command.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Oh, I think we're going to lose now. I dread it.
Cannons armed.
Unless they just completely ignore it. Here, I'm gonna pop this on. See if that might save it.
Destroyer here. Open fire.
Falling out of formation.
There are a few corvettes.
Engine system is down.
Yeah, the Petroglyph is making an RTS right now that's based on World War One. It looks like kind of Total War, but with potentially less interesting main strategy level. They haven't seen too much on that yet. But the battles look like they could be as good as Total War battles, with some other interesting elements based on the period. Like, I think I might do a video on that when I get home.
Fire. Holding fire for maximum.
I've seen, like, a week ago, they gave a bunch of YouTubers the chance to play it. I've seen a few videos popping up from that.
Identified.
I mean, I wasn't included.
Direct fire.
The World War One RTS that they're making is called The Great War of the Western Front.
Those lasers. Open fire.
But I'm not bitter. I'm not bad. It's fine. I think it was the publisher that did that reaching out. If it was Petroglyph themselves, I'd be a little bit annoyed. I'm gonna save. So we're gonna take Mon Calamari, and then we're gonna take out that Bellator that's trying to stare us down. Look, I never expect or think I ought to be included in those kinds of things. Like, it's not an ego thing. But if I were them, if it were Petroglyph and it were up to me, I would contact me, you know?
Choose your reinforcements.
Heading out.
I think I want the double IDTs for this. Yeah, we'll send Sabai off to capture the landing zone in the sensor.
Armor ready. Fall out.
Yeah, it's possible Kraken and Kyle just weren't in the free store properly. Sometimes that happens. Alright, you're mine now. You go tell me what's going on over there. You'd think you'd know it
Give me a target.
Ready for action.
since you were part of their army already, but you know, maybe you forgot.
Moving to destination.
Fire at will.
Unit destroyed.
New coordinates.
I copy.
Alright.
Roger that. Form up.
One of you up this way, two of you up this way,
Let's
one of
go.
you this way. Doris, go on the less traveled one. I guess he's my only thing to capture with. Here, you know what?
Moving out.
I'll copy. Reporting. Keep going.
We'll slowly move our way up there.
Reporting.
And I will get
On my way.
PTSDs, because we know they had a lot of infantry. You can see they have a lot of infantry. And I'll get a Juggernaut per side as well.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I should have saved that for the tease. Well, that's dead now. Oh, Doris, run back. Everyone get back. I would like to convert all of them. Where is Joris? It's gonna be a while before the ability's ready. Let's hold off on that. Okay, I was afraid that was
Reporting. This way. Yes, sir.
an air unit coming to kill us. Okay, let's get through. We have a bombing run now. Okay, we just need to keep those in position. Doris. That. I'd like to capture this landing zone.
Ready to go. Scouting.
Come around. There. Who's killing all them? Alright, these are now mine. I'm gonna use the most overpowered ability in the game again. Nope. Oh, I'm not gonna get all of them. Oh well. No, don't run from him. Don't run from him. He's your friend. You wanna go give him a hug. 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 There we go. We got it. Now we get the landing zone. Okay. He got his hug. You only need to live long enough to kill this other T4, or T3. Even though I slowed down when I was saying it, I said the wrong one. Alright, that is Molinar. Fine. I'm gonna clear out the planet rather than taking the victory point. Horus is dead. That was Kyle killing him. Well, you've been replaced. Oh, never mind. That missed. Oh no, it didn't miss. You've been replaced by Cal Kestis. You are not required anymore, Kyle. Your services are no longer needed. Apparently, all of our units are no longer needed either.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Need to bring in some faster stuff.
Ready. Acknowledge.
Poor Kyle, like he has that line that implies
Over there.
he doesn't realize he's in
Awaiting orders.
Standing by. Scouting
a
location.
mod that ends permadeath or ends hero respawning. So like I'm sorry to tell you this, but it does mean you're out of the fight. It does mean you're gonna stay out.
We're going in. Executing flyby.
Armored transport ready.
Reporting. Order acknowledged. Yes, Commander. Orders, sir. Moving out. Advancing. Reporting.
That was rough trying to get them actually in.
Destination set.
Roger that.
Okay, you can deploy there. I think we'll be okay.
Ground target locked.
Roger that.
247 variants. Not. I don't think they technically are. They're called Deathhawks, but I don't know if the lore actually includes them being modified versions of T-47. Yeah. Reminiscent. I think it's just one of the things where same manufacturer, but not modifications.
Right away.
Weapons armed.
You get the ground. We'll cover the air.
Alright, I really want this landing zone. Maybe this time I won't get Colas killed.
Unit destroyed.
Isn't it? Did I misread that? Oh, it said reminiscent of the Incom one. It didn't say Incom airspeed is reminiscent of it. Yeah. So yeah, no connection whatsoever. Because Star Wars. You know what? May as well just bomb that. We were gonna try to take the victory point. We should be able to at this point. Nope. Nope. Try to cover for the AA turret. Okay. Bombers made it.
Yes, sir.
Unit destroyed.
Roger that. Let's roll.
Awaiting
Boy,
orders.
you move up.
Unit destroyed.
We don't actually have to worry about keeping anything alive for this. That's the nice part. So, like, Vin Colas, I just feel bad because I always get him killed. So if I can keep him alive, it's more of a... more of a thing where I just want to be nice.
Yes, sir. Right away. Order acknowledged. Heading out.
Get all our super fast, speedy little boys in there.
Roger that.
They're all dead.
Fall out.
Did I ever play Star Wars Galaxies? I did not. I had some friends who played a lot of it, but I never did.
Let's go. Keep going.
The first MMO I ever really played was Tor. I mean, I played a bit of World of Warcraft at my friend's house for about 50 minutes. Probably less than that. But I was never really a big MMO player. Alright, will we get the victory point before... Nope, we got it afterwards. Rip Sabaoth.
System control achieved.
Died taking our final ground battle out. Alright, we've basically split up a bunch of little satrapies of New Republic and EaW forces. There are a bunch of liberties elsewhere. The New Republic fleet comps that are there don't see quite as worth fighting for the liberties. We've killed enough liberties. But I do want to kill a Bellator. So we'll finish off with the Battle of Sinrafsix.
Construction complete.
And take out the final Ariadu Bellator.
Complete.
We have all of their shipyards. The enemies have no major shipyards. Probably no minor shipyards either, really. Most of the other planets have swapped hands enough. Yeah, I don't see it as being particularly likely that I'd try out. That I'd try out. Okay, Spirit of Arcadia, that I'd try out Galaxies. I'll finish the sentence someday. And Doombreeder. Okay, so it wasn't double named. I didn't make a mistake ages ago.
We shall be there shortly.
Surreal, Victory Screech, and outdated in 5 years.
The lasers are on.
The Maw is not unlocked. They don't own it. We own it when it does unlock. Alright, we can also get
Let's go.
Gladius Ascendant in there.
We're being targeted.
Like, really, Praetors and the Bellator aren't that far off on raw power individually.
Yes, Commander. Targeting at maximum.
It's a bit of a step above, but not like such a massive step above.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Like, I'd love to be able to commit to playing like all the old Star Wars games, but
Are the primary target.
there's been so many things over the years that I've said like, oh yeah, I'm planning to get to that, I'll get to that soon, and then I never end up having a chance.
Heavy cruiser stepping by.
So I've tried to learn my lesson with that, and
Star Destroyer standing
not
by.
commit to things that I'm not like working on in the immediate future.
Where are you? Our target priority is the laser.
So I guess at 52 episodes, this has taken the crown for episode length.
Our target
But
priority is the laser cannons.
Interceptor squad reporting. For the
for series hourly length, who knows?
Primary target is those iron cannons.
I mean, Galactic Battlegrounds I do play every so often at least. That one I actually do have pretty immediate plans to return to.
orders, sir. Engines activated.
Yes, Commander.
He's headed your direction.
Once I get home from my trip.
Our target priority is reporting.
Like, that's the kind of game that fits in. Just do it, the odd video here and there. It'd be better if it were a multiplayer thing.
Closing on target.
Like, if I could convince Mark
Awaiting
to do some
the lasers are our target.
feudal feud
Enemy forces.
in Star Wars, that would do well.
Taking them out. Narrowing position.
Our target priority is the batteries online. Attack that target. Awaiting your
Like, Rebellion I'd be interested in,
Timing up.
but the problem with it is just it doesn't cooperate very well with
yes, sir. After this.
modern hardware. It's such a pain to record.
Let's finish him. Watch your back.
Stay in
It actually did quite a bit of damage to this one Praetor. Especially with the... Oh. No! Intergalactic House of Popsicles has paid biggest price.
Priority is the laser cannons. Commander.
Ready for battle.
Target locked.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
I'm on this one.
Reporting in. Direct fire on the enemy.
Heavy
Let's
cruiser standing by. Choose your
Under
lead.
control.
let's bring in
Watch
garlic
it.
drill.
Turning around. Returning to your position.
Setting up my run, sir.
Oh,
Locking on. I'll take care of this. Target critical. Eyes reporting in.
all their fighters are going away.
Orders.
Fire for maximum
Captain
effect.
here.
Give me a lock. Closing on target. May not to be destroyed. Pursuing enemy forces. Where'd he come from? He's
All
headed
guns
your
are
direction.
coming through.
Enemies in range.
Taking him out.
See a Rocco.
Position.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
I always get that one wrong.
Orders, sir.
Alright, well,
The lasers are on target.
as we close out this final battle,
Cruiser here.
hope you have all enjoyed. Tomorrow night, for those of you that are on Twitch, we are going to be doing the CIS playthrough, same time, same place.
Let's finish.
We'll be doing
Watch your back.
probably 3 episodes, maybe even 4 of that one. Which, again, that's not going to be a super long playthrough as well. There will be probably a Name Your Ships video and Patreon page going up over the course of this week. It's probably up by the time this episode goes out, which we'll be using to start a new playthrough in this month as well.
Ready
We've
for
got
command, sir.
We've got the holiday EaW XCon coming up as well, where we're going to be looking at a ton of other mod content. So, plenty of stuff to look forward to. It has been quite a long playthrough. We'll maybe check what the final stats are as we let it fade into obscurity. There will be, of course, the link as usual in the description if you want to check out how this one stacks up lengthwise against all of our past playthroughs as maintained by Lord Triton himself. There it is. We let them live with a few planets bordering on each other as much as on us. Really, everyone knows who the true power in the universe is. It's the independent forces with 18% of the military strength. Alright. Well, thanks again for watching, everyone. Very much appreciated if you've stuck through this campaign for this long, especially it has been like at least 4, maybe 5 to 6 months. But hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching, and hope to see you next time. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.